All right, recently in my group coaching program, one of our students had a big concern because he's importing products from China and he heard a rumor that there's going to be a pretty hefty additional China tariff going to the US. He heard 25%. I mean, I'm not a political strategist, but based on what I'm seeing and based on the experts I'm speaking with in the supply chain world, no matter who wins the election, whether it's Trump or Harris, the China tariffs are going to go up. Okay, so what should you do about this? The first thing is, as the saying goes, when the tide rises, all of the boats rise. That means that everybody that's going to be importing from China to the US, they're going to face the same increase. Okay, so obviously you have to adjust your pricing, you have to look back at your profitability, your landed costs, your your duties and your new tariffs, right? So obviously you have to make an adjustment, and it's not just going to be your business is going to be unfairly disadvantaged by the tariff because everyone's going to be affected the same. Okay, that's number one. But number two, if you want to be proactive, one of the best things you can do is to try to cut down your product cost, right? So if after tariffs, like if your product cost was like $5 FOB, and if you're able to cut it down to $4 or $3, that instantly translates to lower tariffs, lower duties, and lower fees all across the board, right? That's one of the things that people overlook when it comes to profitability. They overlook the sourcing side, right? As the saying goes, the real money is made in the sourcing, not just the selling, okay? One of the best ways you can do that right now is there's Canton Fair coming up in China late in December, later this month. And one of my good friends, Amy Weiss, she's a seven-figure seller. She's leading a China sourcing trip to go to Canton Fair. So I feel this is one of the best ways if you go to Canton Fair is you can negotiate directly with suppliers to get lower prices. And some sellers, they're able to cut their product costs as much as 50%. So imagine if you cut your prices in half, what would that mean at the end of the day with your profitability, right? That's going to be huge. So that's one big reason why I suggest, given the climate right now, it's very important that you look at your numbers. And one of the best ways to cut your product costs is to go to China. All right. So I'll put a link up below if you're interested. The trip is coming up pretty soon, and the deadline I believe is coming up in middle of October. Okay. One other reason that you should go to trade shows is you can find the latest products that are new and innovative before they're all over Alibaba. So you can get a jump start, a head start on your competition. All right. So check out the link below. Pay attention to the news, guys, the tariffs, and make sure you don't get caught off guard. All right, there are ways that you can reduce this and ways that you can continue to win and to profit. All right, take care.